Oh, sorry, America. There you are. We are back, segment 2, IDD. For those of you who know, I don't disagree. Happy Sunday night, Sports Sunday.
Sports Sabbath.
Sports Sabbath. That is the redoubtable one himself, Tom Izzo. I am the highly questionable Naja Miliaccio. Segment 2, training camp has started. More teams are coming back this week. This is, of course, the NFL. This is where it all starts, where the dream begins. Hard Knocks is down there in, where do they call it? East Rutherford? East Rutherford.
No, I don't think that's where they are.
That's not where they are? That's where they were. Not in East Rutherford?
I don't think they're doing...
They said they were in New Jersey for training camp.
But I don't think they do training camp at the actual facility. Most teams go outside of there?
Most do, but there are some that have the training facility right there next to the facility. Yeah, the Patriots do.
You could be right.
The Patriots are right in Gillette Stadium.
Really?
Yeah, they're right there. The whole the thing, what Kraft did there is amazing. That whole scene.
What do they call it?
Gillette Stadium. The training camp.
Training camp.
The Pats training camp facility. They have a giant bubble. They have an indoor and outdoor fields. It's like
and it's right next to the
It's
place?
right next to on the south side. If you're coming in from Boston, it's south. It's on there because the lighthouse is the north end of the end zone. This is in the south end.
They're in Florham Park.
Yeah, Florham Park. Where's that? New Jersey?
It's in Jersey.
Okay.
But it's not at the. It's not at the.
But
site.
Hard Knocks is there. I talked to Sherbert today, who's our resident Miami Dolphin fan. He was saying too, this division. He's like, wow. And he's a Dolphins. He's like, there are 4 good teams in this division, and I think there are 4 good teams in his division. So that to me, that's pretty fucking cool.
And those 2 divisions play each other.
And they're going to play each other. This is going to be very interesting. What was that? Who was that?
Did you hear that sound?
Yes.
I think it was just somebody pulling a trailer.
Maybe, yeah. Weird stuff. Weird stuff here on Sunday in the mid-sack. Weird stuff.
The
Anyway,
kids might say sus.
Yes, sus. But it was a good day. We got to the pool. This afternoon. It's a good day. Sun came out. It was a good day to be there. Got to hang out with these guys and just kind of relax and chill and catch up. And been a very eventful summer so far. Not around the sack per se, but everybody's had shit going on. Mm-hmm. So, and
that was a great pool day.
Weather-wise,
one of the best pool days we've had because it seems like we live in Florida now. Where
yeah.
Every afternoon, in come the clouds and a storm happens, and then the sun comes out.
Yeah.
So,
It's weird.
I think we had 2 weekends in a row where me and the kids were at the pool and had to come home for a thunderstorm. Mm-hmm. Today was just sun all day.
Yeah.
And we didn't go to the pool till late. Didn't
Yeah,
get
it
there
was
till
late.
almost 4.
Yeah.
You might have gotten there after 4.
I was after you guys. Hey, you guys have probably been there almost an hour when I got there.
No, not quite.
No?
Not quite.
It wasn't quick because I had to go in. And,
but it was nice. It was chill. The kids were being good. They weren't arguing or anything.
No, the kids didn't fight the whole time I was there.
That was great.
That was weird. I didn't think of that, but it was good.
Yeah, we never once had to stop and.
No.
Actually, I went and told them to get the chairs out.
Oh, there was the chair incident, right?
But they weren't doing anything. And every one of them listened. Kids, take the chairs out of the water.
Something.
They just got out of the water with the chairs.
Anthony did that today with Becky, too, earlier. Becky made me get off my headphones and goes, hey, what? I told Anthony to do something, and he did it. And she was like all serious. And I'm like, and I looked at her like, he what? No. He didn't put up a fight.
No son of mine. Yeah. No son of mine.
No son of mine does what he's told.
Who taught him that shit?
Apple never falls too far from the tree, America. Don't shit yourselves. I've got no delusions about the shameless clown that I am. I will not deny you yours. In any event.
Speaking of shameless clowns.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about your main man, Double B, Bill Artichoke Belichoke?
Artichoke. Yeah, you may have heard this.
That's what his nickname should be.
Artichoke? I call him Belichoke. I'm the one who gave him the name Belichoke.
Belichoke, yeah, but
I gave him that name. I should copyright that shit.
His alter ego is Artichoke.
Artichoke.
Whenever he makes a bad decision, it's actually Artichoke.
Shut
it's
up,
Artichoke making the bad decision.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, that was terrible.
No, it wasn't. I mean, but what I was saying was Joel had sent this... I think I couldn't find anything to refute the story that he released. So, as far as we know, Joe Judge apparently has been promoted to assistant head coach. This falls right in line with the Leonard Fournette tryout. Literally, this is Bill Belichick telling everyone he's giving the whole pit a big fuck you. I'm running things my way here. All right, it is. These last two moves have look at this, and it came right on the heels. Him and Kraft have a thing going. This is not going to end well for Bill, unless he gets to the playoffs, because him and Kraft are throwing these. It's kind of like Russia and America during the Cold War. They wouldn't do something directly, but they were doing shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like this reeks of that. Belichick and Kraft. They're going tit for tat here with these moves, and Belichick has now fired the last two shots almost in defiance of the fan base, of what the team needs, of his quarterback, dare I say. Because all this stuff would do is make his quarterback better and give them a better chance to win. And it's not a question of money, because the damn owner has loudly said that. So that means Bill has no reason to not pull the trigger and go crazy. So why isn't he doing it?
Because he's smarter than money.
How do you feel about that one?
He's smarter than money, right?
He's smarter than dead presidents?
Right. He's so smart, he doesn't need to pay Dalvin Cook. He's so smart, he doesn't need to pay DeAndre Hopkins.
He's so smart. Joe Judge is going to make it in this world, come hell or high water, as a coach.
Right. He's so
if
smart.
I have to promote him to right underneath me, where I can keep him right under my thumb, and he can't do nothing behind my back.
He's like, Bob, I don't need your money. Okay, you give me bare minimum, and I'll get us there, and it'll be worth it.
Because I'm the greatest coach ever.
Right.
I can pull a Tom Brady and take chicken shit and turn it into chicken salad.
Okay, so you could have one of the best running backs for $10 million. I'm smarter than
the
that.
question I have for the
Give me Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, the question I have for the Joel Russells of the world is how many of these elite Pat defenses won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady? Because the 2 years they didn't have him, they went 5-11, missed the playoffs. They went 11-5 and missed the playoffs. So I want to know if it's all the defense with Brady. Well, how come the defense has done nothing when Brady hasn't been there? And in the 3 years Brady's been gone, they've been in the top 10 in all 3 years. They have a single playoff win to show for it, not a single division title, nothing.
All right, but before you get too deep into
I'm
that,
saying that's Bill Belichick.
Talk about why you hate the Judge decision.
Because this is Bill Belichick thinking he's smarter than everybody else. And it is also him thumbing his nose at everybody because he knows he's on. See, he knows he's on the hot seat. Shit like this tells me he knows he's on the hot seat.
But what would this do to help that? Or he's not trying to help it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to explain to me, thinking about it logically, if there was a logical side to it, why is this a good decision?
Why is it a good decision?
Like, I'm asking you to try to put yourself in Bill's shoes. Is there anything you could think of as you look at Joe Judge, what he's done, that would make you think like Bill's elevating him because that's going to help the team in a certain way? Like,
Bill Belichick for almost 20 years has had a top assistant / assistant head coach. Mm-hmm. The guy he had the whole time was Ernie Adams. You ever heard of Ernie Adams? Most of America hasn't heard of Ernie Adams. This is where Joel Russell needs to listen and realize he should never talk to this guy about the Patriots again, because I know shit that even people up there don't know. Okay? Ernie Adams has been Bill Belichick's right-hand man for almost 2 decades. No one, even in the building, can tell you what he does. Even people that are on the payroll, in the building, walk by his office. They don't know what the fuck he does.
So what does that mean? He doesn't do anything?
No, I don't know. To this day, I don't know what he did. But this is the beauty.
So
is the beauty of putting this guy under that title.
So you're
because
saying,
literally,
like,
if something goes wrong, they can go. Joe just didn't have anything to do with that. He can literally, because he has, by giving him that touch, like, he's just right under me. He's not designated him to do something specific. Therefore, he can't be held accountable for anything.
But why wouldn't he want Joe Judge to be held accountable? Honestly.
Because he knows what an incompetent fuck he is. And to do it this way covers his ass of everything. But last year, he went so long without naming an offensive coordinator. Why? In fact, he never actually named the offensive coordinator for the whole fucking season. You know why he did that? No. So you wouldn't know who to fucking blame. Okay? And this is what he's doing
that
with
really
Joe Judge.
what he's doing?
Putting Joe Judge in a position where you can't judge because he's not now. Because before he was special teams coach. Well, if the special teams fucked up, you can blame Joe Judge. If he's defensive backs coach, something they get torched for. Defensive back. Well, he doesn't do that either. If it's the offensive line, he's a coach. Huh? No, you don't know what the fuck this guy is going to do, and that's the point. Even if he fucks up, only Bill Belichick going forward will know it.
But all right,
That's why he's doing it.
Let me ask you this:
because every time that guy fucks up, people are going to ask the question: why is he still be here? Why is he still with the organization? Why is he still? By putting him in this position, you can't blame Joe Judge for anything.
All right, so
you can't blame him for shit.
I appreciate you trying to find the only potential reason.
That is what other reason would there be?
I appreciate it. And that's what I'm saying. I appreciate exactly what you're saying, but I still can't believe he's that petty. Is he really that petty? That
You
he's
brought
doing
up the
this?
question of moving up back in the draft just to fuck the Jets and how petty you
You're
thought
right.
that was.
Yeah, that's
Why are you surprised by any of this?
This one just.
This is who
This
this guy
blows
is.
my mind.
This is who this guy is. He's always been this nut job. But because he's some brilliant defensive tactician, people look at him like he's a god.
I'm just so.
And he could be, look, two things can be true. He could be a master of his domain. The master of his domain is defense. That's his thing. If he just coaches defense, yeah, he'll go down as the best defensive coordinator that ever lived.
So is
Because that's the one thing that he does do.
Is Judge the O-line coach? What was he this year?
He was the special teams coach. Not
No,
anymore.
no, I thought he was with.
Well, he was working with the special teams.
But I thought he was paired up with Patricia on the offense.
That was last year. I'm saying this year.
That's what I'm saying. What was he last year?
Last year he was the quarterbacks coach. Patricia was the offensive coordinator. Talk about bending Mac over and not asking him for lube.
But Judge.
That's what Bill Belichick did.
But
to
Judge
Mac,
started
to
as
Mac
special
Jones
teams coach.
this year. He came back.
No. Wasn't he originally the special teams coach before he went to the Giants? That's where he was.
He might have been.
Yeah. So they demoted him back to that.
Well, this is what just happened. But now we're in training camps at the start. So now people are going to get to see special teams. What happens? The week of training camp, he pulls this guy away from that, gives them this undisclosed title, which really has no fucking meaning. So now you're telling me he's overseeing everything? No, he's not.
He went from coaching the guys that do
No,
kicks
he's
and
not.
punts
He
to
basically
supervising the team.
I would liken this to
Is
your
it-
work. What's the thing they call your internship in college when you go for that? It's almost like he's giving this guy an internship.
like a
again.
stretch roll.
Basically, he's going to follow Bill around and watch everything he does. That's what this looks like. And in that role, you can't blame him for shit. And that's
Because
why
he won't really
Belichick
do
did it.
anything if he's just observing, right?
You can't really.
He'll be
You don't
responsible
know.
for nothing.
You'll never know. The point is, Bill could have him do something
You'll
one week.
never know.
You'll never fucking know what he did.
All right.
That's the whole point. Because listen, everybody knows. It's all out of the bag now. Everyone's looking at this Joe Judge, Matt Patricia thing going, why did that ever happen? The national media is now looking at this.
Yeah, they are starting.
Everybody's going, why did this happen? Think about the timing of this move.
Which is funny because last year, I don't feel like it was ever talked about outside of you.
Only reason, they talked about it.
Oh, they did?
NFL Live, NFL,
Oh, really?
oh yeah. The only reason people didn't come down on that or blow up it was because Bill Belichick.
They were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
They're like, only one guy could do this, is Bill Belichick. So they figured what they all found out, he's not as great as they thought he was.
Yeah.
That's why they're now looking at it with a fine-tooth comb. And Bill is aware of this, and he's one step ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
From his maniacal, twisted way of thinking, his thought, this is Bill Belichick's thought process. Okay, when training camp begins this week, this guy can now go wherever he goes, wherever I want him to go, and I can give him an assignment no one's going to know about because he doesn't have a title as an assistant head coach. So no one's going to think nothing about it because they think, he's just Belichick told him to go watch this and tell him what's going on. That's not what's going on. Bill, wherever Bill sends him, I want you to put this in this week, not just go watch and report back and tell me what's happened. And that's going to go on all year, and he's probably going to do it and see, and he's or he's going to have him follow Bill around and really watch everything Bill does. An internship. Because, by the way, if Bill Belichick let him go, who was hiring him this year in National Football?
Well, somebody hired Patricia.
I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm still
It
trying to
doesn't
figure
make
it out.
any
It doesn't
sense.
make any sense at all. I'm trying to connect
You-
the dots.
you know what it's
Does
gotta be?
Belichick have somebody in that organization that he owes a favor? I'm trying
That's-
that owes Bill a favor.
It's gotta be
It's
somebody from the coaching tree.
Somebody owes him a favor because he did something for them, so they're going to take this guy out. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to find that.
Patricia knows somebody on that staff, and they said, "Hey, look, we'll give you a consultative role."
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't know, but it's that one. After what he's done in Detroit and in New England to Mac Jones, I'm telling you, the only job he should have on that NFL street is sweeping it. That's it.
And then what
That's
Judge
fucking
did with the Giants.
No one would hire him right now, unless it was somebody owed a favor to Bill Belichick. That's the only way he's getting another job. And that's why I think this week before this started, Bill Belichick gave him that title so no one can hold him accountable for shit. No, he oversees stuff with me. Everything he does, it's basically saying, I'm doing it.
So you think he's just protecting?
He's protecting him.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because he can. He runs the football, but he can. He can do that, and no one's going to question
So they're that close, you think?
Yeah. Why else would he do this?
You're right. I mean,
there's no logical reason on earth to give that man that title, given what he's done the past 4 or 5 years. Starting in New York. 3 or 4 years. How long he was fucking there. So there's no rational basis to give that man a job. So unless he's that clear,
right.
And again, by giving him that title, can't pin shit on him. And it goes right or wrong this year, and you can't blame him. He doesn't work with them. He's with Bill. He oversees everything. He's not doing that. And he might have his fingerprints all over a given game plan, and you'll never know it. Because if it goes wrong, it wasn't him. He wasn't. So wasn't him. So, but the point is, Bill Belichick, really, it's come to this. This is the shit that you're doing now. I don't think it's a brilliant move at all. Because the thing is, he's on the hot seat. If shit goes south, they're gonna ask the question, what's this fucking guy doing over here? He's the assistant head coach. What the fuck? You saw him as a head coach. Why would you make him an assistant head coach? You saw him as an offensive coordinator. The one thing you think he can do is special teams. Why is he not back there?
Right. Yeah, you can't elevate somebody from special teams and put him on special teams?
I'm saying. I don't. So it's laughable. Dalvin Cook, I'm told, we just read up before we went on the air, was taking his time, or so he says he's taking his time. Not one mention of an offer.
No.
Or a team. So I'm wondering, is he taking his time or is the well dried up? And teams will just wait until they lose somebody, then go after him because he's sitting there. And they'll probably get him even cheaper because he won't have a job. The longer he's out there, the more his stock drops.
So I have a theory.
Yeah.
I wonder if this whole Saquon and Jacobs and Pollard not getting paid has anything to do with it. Was he one of the people that met on Zoom, or was he not?
I don't know.
Did you hear about that?
I heard about the meeting, but I don't know who they were. All of the top echelon backs were supposed to do it.
Because, I wonder if he's feeling any pressure to not take something cheap. Because if he goes and takes something cheap, are they going to look at him like, dude, why aren't you holding out? Do you think there's any pressure?
Well, he's already had a big contract. Remember? That's why they cut him, because his cap number was too high.
Right, but
they paid him the first 2 years of that deal, or 3 years, or whatever it was.
Right, but I mean, Saquon had a big deal too. He was a top 5 pick. He was a top 2.
I know.
Saquon made $38 million already.
But his contract is up. This guy still had another year on it.
They cut him.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him.
He didn't get.
Which I didn't get because he had a great year.
He didn't get all of his money.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
He had a good year, and they said.
Yeah, he had a good. That's the thing. He had a good year.
So that's what I'm saying. I think maybe there's something to be said about him pulling back because of what's going on with the other running backs. I wonder if there's pressure.
It's possible. I'm not going to rule anything out at this point. I just
they
know
do
this.
stuff like that, right?
No,
because of the union and stuff. Like you'd be like, no, don't take that deal because
I'm trying to think if I've heard of a. I'm sure there must have been one. I don't know. I'm trying to think of have I heard of one like that where a guy had a deal on the table and purposely didn't take it because it was below market value, or the market whatever. In this case, the market value has gone down, the whole market. So I don't know.
Well, because it's like if he goes and takes like an $8 million deal or a $10 million deal, it kind of makes like Jacobs and Saquon.
The problem is like it depends, I guess, on where you rate him. Is he better than Saquon or not better than Saquon? He's been more consistent, I can tell you that.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, because he's been more available.
He's
He's
played
been
more
more
years.
durable. That right there gives him a check. He's been more durable. The big holdup with this guy is because of his durability. I guarantee you that's why the Giants went in lower because they don't know if he's going to may stay healthy.
Yeah. Well, because they just worked his ass.
Yeah.
They just worked his ass as hard as you could be worked.
Well, he didn't play the last 2 years, so it wasn't like he's been overworked. He was
He played.
He didn't play a whole season.
He did.
The year before he played a whole season?
Yeah, and it was just a bad season.
He played 16 games, Tuesday.
I'll make sure of it, but I'm pretty sure. So he missed one full season,
Yeah, I remember that.
and then I'm pretty sure he played 16. Let me see.
But, he's still 26 years old. He doesn't have as much mileage on his tires as Dalvin Cook. That's the thing. Dalvin Cook's 28. He's a little bit older. But
He mustn't have played a full season. So in 2020 he had 19 attempts. In 2021 he had 162 attempts.
really? So the first year he didn't.
So like the year he got hurt, he only had 19 attempts.
Okay, so he
Okay.
didn't last long. That's one game.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
And then blew out his knee. In 2021 he had 162 attempts. So I think he played that full year. It seems a little low.
That probably
Like
means
maybe he missed a few games.
he probably missed a few games. Because he had 392 touches this year.
But that was by far his
And there's an
highest.
extra game.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
true.
only
That's
17.
a good point.
Yeah, so, I mean,
All right, so let's
But-
see. He played 13 games in
so 13 all right. So,
2019.
okay. So,
Hold on a second. 2021.
2021. So, Cook has played,
Should I look at Cook's
yeah,
stats?
Cook's played, I think, at least 13 games every season, I think.
Probably.
I think.
I thought he did have an injury one year.
I think he's missed some games, but for the most part, he's been durable. I don't think he's missed a lot of games.
I thought he missed a chunk one year. Could be wrong. Man, he's got a lot of attempts.
Yeah, he's got mileage.
So 2017 he had 74. Then 2018 133, 2019 250, 2020 312, 2021 249, 2022 264. So he must have been pretty healthy because
Yeah, he's been
you
around.
can't get that many
To that
carries.
many, yeah.
And those are only rushing attempts.
Yeah. He could have hit 39 catches, to your point, he had 39
Yeah.
catches last year.
Yeah.
Also. So, look, he got a big contract. He did have, it wasn't as big as Ezekiel Elliott's, but it was big.
His first year he got hurt. He only played 4 games.
Okay.
Since then,
Since they've been healthy.
11 or more.
Mm-hmm.
14, 13,
Yeah,
17.
much like that, yeah.
He's
It's been pretty durable. But yeah, it's been 5-6 years now. So it depends on, and again, this is the thing about the market I don't understand. When did they all become so fragile? Because usually, and again, the rules, this is not the hitting league it once was. The other running backs, like, Barry and Emmett and Walter Payton and Dickerson and all these guys, they'd play 14, 16 games every year and 300 carries. All of them.
What do you think has changed?
I don't know. They don't practice as much during the off season.
That's true.
They've got rules. They've pulled those things back.
Because
I don't know.
I don't know.
what it
Like
is.
on some levels, I feel like the guys are bigger and faster and stronger. But then when you look back and see some of that footage,
I know Richard
those
Seymour.
dudes are fucking
I have
big and
seen-
fast and
I
strong
have
too.
seen no lineman. Even Aaron Donald is not. Richard Seymour makes him look like a dance.
You think so?
Richard Seymour was 6'8".
6'8"?
He was a big
No
motherfucker. Yeah, 320 pounds. Richard Seymour was a fucking bull. He made
You sure he
five.
was 6'8"?
Yeah, he made 5 consecutive.
I'm looking this up.
He's 6'8". He's not 6'8". He's 6'6", 6'7". He's in there.
Even if he's that tall, I'd be shocked.
He's
'cause
six. He's somewhere in
I
there.
never realized he was that
He's
damn tall.
he's at least 6'6". I'm telling you,
That's a big man.
he's a big man. He was bigger than Bruce Smith. I remember how big Bruce Smith looked. This guy,
And he wasn't tall, right? So Bruce Smith wasn't that.
he was
Or he
6'3", 6'4". He was pretty. He was on that defensive end. He was
Sometimes it's hard to tell because they're always
no, but
they're
you can
down
tell by
on-
when you see the arm how long the
Yeah,
fucking
oh my
arm is.
God,
You're just
yeah.
like, holy shit.
That's true.
The arm is never the arm is usually a dead giveaway. If this guy's got a reach, like holy shit, this guy's a tree. He's usually
6'6".
6'6". without cleats.
6'6", 310.
310 and fast. He made 5 All-Pro first team. 5 times. He won 3 Super Bowls in his first 4 years. I'm telling you, yeah.
Willie McGinnis.
Willie McGinnis was another one. See, he was 6'5". Yeah, he was the elephant position. He would move around. He holds the NFL record for most playoff sacks. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Dude, Vince Wilfork, I didn't realize he was 6'2".
6'2", turret. I tell you, my older brother did a security system, and he met him. Vince let him put on his football helmet.
Really?
My brother Mark is like 6 feet tall. Okay, he's not a small guy. He put on Wilfork's football helmet. It was almost like 2 heads in there, the size of the helmet.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's how big a neck and everything this guy.
Dude,
has.
as big as he was, I never realized he was over 6 feet. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be a really big dude. As thick
One
as
of the
he
last
was.
of the great Miami Hurricane defenders. He was one of the last of the great ones.
Dude, I remember when he picked up a fumble one time
And ran the.
and I was like,
Yeah, he had wheels.
holy
He
shit!
had wheels.
He was fast.
He was trucking.
crazy.
Holy shit, runaway train!
That shit was
literally,
crazy.
literally. No, Vince Wilfork was a beast. I mean, they had, I'm telling you. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't see guys more athletic than them. I see guys as athletic, but not more.
Yeah,
Not
I guess
more.
it's kind of the
No.
same.
And then Reggie White. I don't know if you remember Reggie White. Reggie
Yeah,
White was
yeah.
fucking unreal.
I always remember
Oh my
my
god.
memories of him are when he had the arm broken
Yeah.
and he had the club.
Yeah.
And so he'd go in there with one arm and just,
Yeah.
and I think he was shoving somebody
Dude.
out of the way with the cast.
I remember the Super Bowl against the Patriots. He was with the Packers. And he took our left tackle, who, by the way, was 6'5", about 330 pounds, and fucking threw him into Drew Bledsoe. He threw him into the quarterback. I was like, holy
Tossed
fucking,
the man
just
across the
fucking
yard.
Reggie White. Because people talk about Aaron Donald, and Aaron Donald's a beast. But Reggie White,
You think he was better?
he was
Aaron
he
Donald
was
seems
he
more-
was beastlier.
But like Aaron Donald seems more chiseled.
Reggie White was just a house that could move.
That's what I'm saying. Like Reggie White looked like he threw cars around. Aaron Donald looks like he bench presses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah.
different kind
But there's
of.
this Reggie White has a force multiple.
It's like a raw
where
strength.
he looks like it's just it's sickening how he can throw a man that big that far, who knows it's coming and is trained to prevent it from happening, and he throws him like he's a rag doll.
Raggedy Ann.
I'm serious. Matt Light was a good offensive tackle. He threw him like he was a rag doll. And I was like, holy shit. I've never seen a man that size get thrown into his quarterback. And that was in the Super Bowl. But I'm like, Jesus, this guy is a fucking. I can't believe Drew Bledsoe had the guts to stand in there after that. It's like, he's throwing my lineman at me. Help!
Dude, playing quarterback takes some guts.
You have to have some serious balls. I will say this for anybody that's ever played that position at that level. I give you, even if you flopped, just to be in that position where everything is looking at you. Every fucking thing is looking at you. It's fucking. I mean, that's pressure that.
And you got those dudes coming after you, trying to kill your ass.
You've got 11 psychopaths, and most of them are bigger than you. And faster, coming after you.
Basically,
Every
yeah,
fucking play. If you think about the front seven,
It's crazy.
the line, and the ends, and the linebackers.
Oh my God.
How the fuck would you want to play quarterback?
Dude, there's some monster safeties.
Yeah,
out there.
there's even big. I'm telling you,
There's big safeties.
Ronnie Lott was a big.
How tall
Steve
was he?
Atwater, he was like 6'1", but he was thick.
Yeah.
Rodney Harrison was a big. There's been some big.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who was the dude?
Sean Taylor,
Palomalu.
Palomalo.
Even now, Jason Sehorn was 6'4", and everyone thought he wasn't six. He was 6 fucking 4.
Jason Sehorn.
Jason Sehorn was a safety. He was
the
6'4".
Giants.
Yeah, 6'4".
Damn.
Yeah, and he was
really
a fucking.
big.
He was for 4 or 5 years. He was amazing.
Who was the big one? Cam
married.
Chancellor.
Another one.
He was long as shit.
Yeah.
His arms. Oof,
I'm saying
he would lay dudes out.
the athletes that play defense in the NFL. Every damn
Yeah,
one
they're
of them.
ridiculous.
If you're playing defense in the NFL, you are one thing. You are a sick athlete. Okay? You are, because you may not even be able to catch, but god damn it. Okay? You can run through a wall, bounce up, run through another wall, hurdle the third wall, swim under the fourth wall, and boom.
It's.
That's-
I mean, that's in the NFL. to play defense and not be that athletic, it's almost unheard of.
It's almost unheard of.
Right? Like, can you think of any?
I mean,
people
even the
on
guys that
defense
you don't
are-
think are athletic, they're athletic too.
Yeah.
They are. Okay, I remember watching Teddy Bruschi, and he looked slow as shit out there. And then I went to watch a drill he did in training camp. I've never seen a man move that fast. It was a hitting drill, and he had to hit. It was 5 points, and he had to hit one on the side, then go boom, 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 hit the other one, and then go through it and sack the dummy behind it. You should have seen Teddy Bruschi do this drill. I couldn't see his fucking hands. Like, what the fuck just happened? If you're watching that at field level, you're like, that man's insane. That man's absolutely fucking insane. Holy shit.
But then when you see a
Don't
guy,
let him out of that
when
house.
you see a guy with a 4.3 run past him on the field, you're like, you slow son of a bitch.
Yeah, but that 4-3 guy doesn't have this guy's fucking mentality. He's nuts. Yeah. To play linebacker, you have to be a little nuts. You're a little
Well,
out
dude,
there.
imagine being a receiver coming across the middle in the midst of those fucks.
There was you never saw the football movie All the Right Moves, did you? With Tom Cruise?
I don't think so.
Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother, is in the movie. He's a high school All-American football. He's like Bertier. He's like Bertier, but he's even crazier. Okay, he's like Bertier from the Titans. He's
Left
like,
side?
He's a lot. This guy's a middle linebacker.
Left side?
He's like Dick Butkus meets fucking Ray Lewis. He's like somewhere in there. Okay, so
I just picture Ray Lewis with Dick Butkus' mustache.
yeah, well, they're both nut jobs. You ever heard them both talk? They're both nut jobs. The thing is, like, it's true. I'm not making that up. So there's a scene in the movie, All the Right Moves. You older vets know what I'm talking about, where they're playing that team from that Walnut Heights team that was ranked third in the state. And the lineman for Walnut Heights points right at All-American linebacker, goes, I'm coming after your ass, Ray. The guy's like the size of a house. And the camera goes right to Ray, goes, do it, man. Make me happy. You're like, nut job, nut job.
Make me happy.
The guy that pointed at him was like Richard Seymour.
Hold on a second. Have you seen the video of the Jacksonville defensive lineman that gets smacked in the face twice? It's an old video.
I don't know.
I'm going to pull it up. He's got to be
know.
a D tackle.
Okay.
Like, you'll never see a man this big in real life.
Really?
And he has one of the trainers slap the shit out of him twice.
And he just
And then he
smiles
goes,
at him.
ah! And he starts screaming. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, he's not on steroids at all.
Love it.
No, there's no performance enhancers in there. Yeah.
Oh, my
That's
God,
just totally
dude.
natural, boys and girls.
It's one of the, like, if I was on offense and that dude came walking out like that, I'd be like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not playing.
There's the scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High where Jefferson's car gets destroyed, and they blame it on Lincoln. Spicoli trashes his car, and then paints die Richmond Legals. So he has Jefferson think that the Lincoln football team did it to
All right,
him.
here we go. John Henderson.
John Henderson.
Like, and I don't even know if this guy was an elite D lineman.
Yeah, I'm going to bring up Jefferson from Fast Times. You got to see this scene. This scene is priceless.
All right, here we go.
60 minutes of, you know what?
Look at that dude.
Hey, talk it over with. It's time to do it for real. TV man, watch us earn it. Yeah, I'll talk to the camera now. Watch us earn it. Watch.
Look at him. Your friend's about to die.
We played
Look.
college together, John. I know he's a crazy dude, man. He gets all fired up and he lets guys like slap him before games and all that
Here it
stuff.
goes.
I mean, everybody get butterflies. Even the big guys, you know, everybody say they don't get butterflies, but they do. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! He was the whole time. I was like, man, you can do it. Come on.
I got blood in my mouth.
Slap me. Let's roll. Let's roll. I told him to do it hard too, so you know, don't give me no little girl slap. Give me something.
Oh, you know, the
wake me
girl
up
slap.
or
Or a man slap.
Here we go. Here it goes.
Let's
Listen.
go, baby. I think it was a Monday night game.
He was like, I got blood in my
Get you
mouth.
stuff for that one, so I had the double slap call.
Here it is.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Listen.
Thank you, you making blood come from my damn mouth. You gotta make blood come to the mouth. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Nut job.
Oh my God.
Nut job.
Imagine if that dude came walking up and you were playing O-line.
Nut job.
You better be just as nutty.
If I can find, you'll know the scene. Jefferson. Fast.
Sorry, I didn't anticipate all those different.
I know.
I'd only seen one, and they didn't even show the whole one. He's like, you making blood come to my mouth. Tastes good, baby. I mean, he was fucking
Nut
hyped.
job. I love it.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm saying those are the guys. Those guys. You play defense in the NFL. This
How did we
right
get
here.
on that?
This is Jefferson. You gotta see this.
This has got to be riveting
This is-
TV.
you know from Jefferson from Fast Times when they blame his car getting trashed on Lincoln High School. And oh yeah, this is priceless. This scene is great. This is that dude. How many commercials are you gonna have, you assholes? Yeah.
I don't believe those guys did this to Jefferson's
It
car.
was Spicoli the whole time. Forrest Whitaker, baby.
Jefferson's gonna really make Lincoln.
Is he a football player?
He's Jefferson. Watch All-American Live football player. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is that dude. Watch this. Even Bertier never did this.
So he thinks it's one of them.
He thinks it's them.
Spicoli did it to piss him off to beat the team. Is that what
No,
happened?
he got stoned.
People don't do that when they're stoned.
Jefferson.
Anybody who's watching at this point has got to be
Jefferson.
undeniably riveted.
They know who it is. He's just a Billy Squire too.
This is horrible.
I love it.
This is so bad. They bumped the ref.
Gosh, by Jefferson. Yeah, by Jefferson. Jefferson. Jefferson.
I've seen him there. I've seen him there.
Oh, you missed that one. Watch this guy. He goes in convulsions. Ready? Wait, what is it? Yeah.
That is awful.
Jefferson, another guy in the stretcher. Jefferson. Crushed by Jefferson. Slam by Jefferson. That's Jefferson.
That is
Forrest Whitaker,
awful.
baby. That is awesome.
That is terrible.
That is
Terrible.
the part where he jumps over the whole offensive line.
Dude, you know what? Okay, I have a good question.
You have to admit, that's fucking funny.
It wasn't that good.
Oh, you just,
It's not nostalgic for me. So
it's
that
not
funny.
fucking possible. It's the best part of my life. Like, imagine that.
horrible.
Imagine Jefferson.
So see, when movies are dumb on purpose, it takes me a long time to think they're
Oh
funny.
my god.
Like Anchorman, dumb on purpose. It took me a couple times to like get it.
No, but the thing about Jefferson is, if someone trashed your fucking Camaro, you'd be fucking bullshit.
All right, but let me ask you
If
this.
someone bought that, and it was by the way, that was a gift from the university that gave him the scholarship.
Okay, but let me ask you this: worst like game
He's
depiction.
missing the whole point of
Worst game depiction in sports movie history.
this.
What do you
And
think?
regardless of sport,
regardless of sport,
Oh,
like the actual gameplay footage. Who did it the worst?
well,
I've got a good one.
Bobby Boucher, that one. Billy Mattis, what his name is? What's his name is?
Waterboy?
Waterboy.
You think the actual gameplay was terrible?
Yes, it was embarrassing.
It
None
wasn't
of
as
it was-
bad as that.
It was worse than this. At least Forrest Whitaker looks like he could kick some ass. Bobby Boucher couldn't wipe his own ass. Never mind fucking, give me a fucking break. That's what makes it even worse. Bobby fucking Boucher, this fucking little booger of a fucking man, is going to go out and dominate college football. Or Jefferson. Okay?
Okay. How about
Forrest Whitaker, remember in the jumpsuit? He looks like he looks like,
didn't look
he
like
looks
he
huge
was-
in that jumpsuit.
I mean, he's tall.
When he's walking around with the Lilliputian, the rest of
looked a little
America, he
soft.
looks like Paul Bunyan.
Well, they had a bunch of 5-year-olds acting like they were in high
No,
school.
but the thing is, he's supposed to be a high school kid. He looks like a fucking pro athlete already. That's the whole point
All
of
right,
it.
I'm going to
Bobby
say
Boucher,
one of the worst gameplays probably Teen Wolf.
Awful. Basketball,
Terrible.
awful.
There's been
Awful.
there's
nothing.
been bad basketball in like Saved by the Bell and Fresh Prince had some bad.
That's bad too.
basketball.
That's awful too.
Remember when it was always in like this tiny ass,
This tiny
gym?
ass like little.
It was like
supposed
a
to be a
quarter of a
varsity.
court
Yeah,
and had
it's supposed to
two-
be a varsity team. It looks like you're in a fucking first grade gym.
What it
like you're in
literally
elementary
looks like
school
is
gym.
They redid a garage to make it look like a court.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why couldn't they just go film in a real gym?
They could have. Yeah, seriously. How many local high schools could you have rented out for that?
He
scene?
was in fucking
And they would have-
Bel Air, and they had that tiny little.
I know. No way.
No way.
None of it's believable. But to me, Waterboy always takes the cake
You know, that's an
because Bobby
interesting. I wouldn't
Boucher
have
is a
thought of that.
fucking joke.
To me, that's
Adam
not even
Sandler.
a
Have you ever
sports
seen
movie.
Adam Sandler in person? You're like, that dude isn't a football player.
No.
That dude couldn't play football at any level now. Like now, he couldn't play Pop Warner football. Okay, he's just a little. No.
All right, let's not go too.
I'm saying I like him as an actor. He's
He
funny.
plays basketball a lot.
Apparently, he has game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But football, him, a hitter? No.
Well, it was basically like he was autistic, and that gave him like, right? Like, I mean, Bobby Boucher.
Whatever was wrong with him, he'd hit a real college lineman, he'd bounce off him. He'd bounce off him like a tennis ball going off a wall.
Get hurt.
That's what it would look like. He wouldn't fucking run them
At
over.
one
and kill
time,
them.
that guy who was
Yeah.
getting smacked in the face, he was a college.
Yeah. Is Bobby Boucher going through him?
No.
Fuck no. In fact, Bobby Boucher would see him pee down his leg, ask for forgiveness, and run away.
There's probably only like 50 guys in the world that could go through him.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's an example.
I don't think there's 50. But whoever they are, they're in the NFL. That's it. Which Bobby Boucher ain't.
Well, I mean, there's like strongmen. You know those strongman contests with like
Yeah.
the guys from Norway and Russia that are like
Yeah, but they lift
NFL
weights.
line. I know, but they can still go
Yeah.
through a guy like that.
Well, you don't know if they lifting weights doesn't mean being able to hit somebody.
All right, you know
That's
what
all
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying.
I just mean like,
They have the
big
size.
and strong.
They
enough
have the
to do it.
size
Right,
to physically.
yeah.
What they actually do is another story. But from a
I
physical
have seen
standpoint,
guys that are
So-
enormous and not coordinated or athletic.
yeah,
They're just
they just lift weights. 'Cause they can't do anything else. So I mean, and trust me, there's a ton of those guys. I know. I've met a few of them. So the thing is, in terms of what's not believable, yeah, I would put Teen Wolf right there,
Wolf is right there.
The movie and the fight, yeah, all of it, and yeah, and Bobby Boucher. That's just there's no way that Division I college football program. This little scab's gonna walk in and fucking just light up 300-pound linemen. No, not gonna happen. So not gonna happen ever. Okay, so and because if you think of some of those college quarterbacks, he's not catching Bryce Young. He's not catching Bryce Young. If I put him in a car, he couldn't catch Bryce Young. Okay, no fucking way. No fucking way. So that's just outrageous. To be honest, I mean, and I like Adam Sandler's movies. I think he's funny, but that's why it's funny. It's so outrageous.
Dude, I gotta find this one. I saw it on TikTok.
But Jefferson's that dude, and Forrest Whitaker played it well. The best part is when he flies over the line like he was shot out of a cannon. And then he gets in, and then he knocks two guys out in a row in the offense. He goes down, he does this with his mouth. He goes, ah! Like he's taking a shit. And then they go right to the lineman. Lineman's like this. He doesn't want to block him.
Dude, I have to show you this. This might be the worst.
Oh, wait, what movie is it from?
It's from a Disney Channel show. I saw this.
Who is it? Who's the guy?
It's girls basketball.
Oh, okay. Oh, that might even be worse.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right, final play of double team. This girl's hurt. Look where she's standing, like 5 feet behind the three-point line. She's hurt, broken ankle, selfishly put herself in the game for the final play. 5 seconds on the clock, doing absolutely nothing. Shoot, pass, please do something. Oh, here we go. Most electric move in basketball is coming, folks. Still hasn't moved. Clock has expired. It's been 15 to 20 seconds.
What is she
Do
doing?
something. Oh, help defender coming. Now she's moved 5 feet forward without actually taking a step. She's now on the three-point line. Here we go. Oh,
This is the longest 5 seconds ever.
oh.
Behind my world! Behind my world!
Awful pass, too. 13 goes flying. Why? Jumper. 13's defense there was insanely bad. For the win. What a scene, folks. Quite possibly the worst movie scene of all time.
That's good, isn't it?
That's good.
Oh man, that was a good breakdown.
That's so funny.
She was like,
Yeah. By the way, 6 seconds have long expired.
it's like
She's still.
the clock.
That was so funny.
The clock
That was,
is
when he said that was. She's taking 5 feet without taking a step. That was great. That was great.
That is fucking hysterical.
That's Jefferson.
Quite possibly.
Crushed by
the
Jefferson.
worst
Slammed
scene
by
in
Jefferson.
movie
Jefferson.
history.
Jefferson. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jefferson. Crushed by Jefferson.
Crushed by Slammed by
by
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Jefferson.
Where do we go next?
I don't know.
Is it over?
I don't know. Is it over? I don't know.
What else do we have?
I'll tell you what, Bill Belichick, you don't sign Dalvin Cook, you're over. It's fucking ridiculous.
Do it, sir.
I mean, for the love of Christ, Bill, it's just I can't even. Thank God, you know what? He spared you from a Ronnie's rant because I was about to get in your ass. Fucking let you fucking have it, Bill. But I'm not going to do it now because I'm in too good a mood from watching that. And you're not going to ruin it, Bill. You and your bullshit are not going to ruin it tonight. I will not let you take one more minute of sleep from me, you fucking piece of shit, Belichick. Not one more. Not a finger. Anyway, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Dude, I'm looking at something. Was A-Rod on tonight? A-Rod wasn't on tonight. Or was he on ESPN too?
They actually went to him.
Oh, it was
he
the
was sitting in a
K-Rod
room.
show.
Wasn't
K-Rod.
they? Yeah, they put him on the screen.
On ESPN 2, it's Michael Kay and Alex Rodriguez do the Sunday night game, I think.
On ESPN too.
I should have watched that. It would have been better, probably.
They did a little in-screen.
People are killing him.
Yeah. I didn't hear what he was saying because the volume was down.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what he did, but it must have been bad, right?
Well, somebody on Twitter was blowing him up saying his hitting demo wasn't even correct, like he did a hitting demo.
Really?
Bobby Valentine. I don't know if it's the real Bobby Valentine or just somebody on Twitter that gave themselves that name. So
I don't know. Bobby V.
this guy put the final score of tonight's game was trade.
Trade. Sell. The final score was sell. S-E-L-L. Sell. Oh, trade. Should have been. How about fired?
Man,
How about this final score? Terminated.
here, we were talking about whether or not Buck would get fired last show,
Yeah, we were.
and
You thought it was too late now.
I thought it was too late. But having that national game,
Having seen tonight,
I
reconsider.
think the national game.
It's never too late.
Well, in terms of like if Steve Cohen would do it, I think after seeing these games, you might be like,
Is it really ever too late?
what's going on here?
No, I'm just saying. He might not ever be more fireable than he is right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe he's going to wait for this 9-game stretch and see what our 6-game stretch with the Yankees and the Nationals. If they don't go 5-1, which they should at worst go 5-1 in that stretch. No one's going to tell me
Well,
the
if
Yankees.
you take 2 from the Yanks and you take
4.
3 out of 4
Yeah, 5-1.
from
You
the
got
Nats.
to go 5-1.
Yeah, if you can't go 5-1, there was really no logical chance.
At this point, sell, fire, all that crap. Did someone open my door? No.
I did
Anyway,
hear something.
yeah, it was something strange. Anyway, there it is again.
Someone did open.
Ghosts in the. Someone's back there.
Who is that?
They're opening the door. We're recording. We're still recording. Yeah, that sounds like the tiny one herself. Ransacking my show again. And anyway, she's adorable. She gets away with it. But that's going to do it for tonight, America, unless Sam has some holy
nothing
nugget to
else.
add. But until, see, she comes on the air. Here she is. See, I can't, look at that puddle. I can't stay mad at you. Look at that puddle. So, I know. And you didn't see Cabo's debut that last night. Did you watch that?
I
yet?
did not see
Cabo comes on at the end of the show. It's pretty funny.
Wiggle butt.
You should have heard his take on the Red Sox Mets. Holy shit. Talk about can't write it down fast enough. Let me tell you.
He's an insightful dog.
I'm telling you, he is.
He looked at me, and then he looked back at my dad.
And he looked back at the camera like, who are you and why am I here? Anybody got a biscuit? Anything? No? Nothing? No. That was the look on his face. So,
I need a treat.
yeah, I need a treat. I'm up here. All right, what do you want me to dance for
Similar
you?
to my
I'm going to
face
smile
right
at you?
now.
Want me to deal the cards for you?
Kind of like my face right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yoda, I need a treat.
Yep. Ah, not a bad idea. Anyway, you guys enjoy your evening. We will return on Wednesday night. Is that the better night? Wednesday night. Maybe Joe will be in the hizzy. Who knows? But the bulk of teams will be back for training camp. We will have the latest updates on that. Anything and any more holy nuggets of football wisdom from Bill Belichick, we will certainly let you in on. Let me tell you, what a shrewd
Maybe some
move.
promotions on that staff.
What a shrewd. Who's he going to improve? Who's he going to promote
Well, I mean,
next?
now the judge is up
Who's
there in
next?
the
You could be
in the
promoted.
upper leadership.
Yeah, who knows?
I would say.
We might all be up for a promotion, America. Just saying.
I mean, I would say definitely the special teams coordinator's assistant, maybe.
What about the assistant to the assistant to the assistant's ball boy?
That
What
would
about
help.
him?
That would help.
What
Get
about
him
that
up.
guy?
Yeah.
What about the two guys who lugging out the water coolers? What about those two
yeah, get
gents?
them in
What about
there.
those two gents?
And then you got the
Telling ya.
the assistants that blow the balls up. We know they're important.
Ah, the deflator. Yes, the deflator might
on.
still be in the building. Who knows?
I mean, if you need a quarterbacks coach, what do you got to do?
Who the hell knows? You never know. You got the judge. He's judge and jury, baby.
Judge and jury.
Judge and jury. And if that ain't the problem, then I don't know what is. Anyway, we'll see you guys on Wednesday
sure what
night
just happened.
for the redoubtable one himself, the highly questionable one, and Little Tiny. Okay, from a cooling off mid-sack. We'll see you guys midweek. Enjoy Monday and Tuesday. Man up, tick them down, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Take them down.
Take them down. Take them down Tuesday.
Oh, take them down.
Take them down. Remember, don't be Mr. Rogers. Stay loose.
Loosey goosey.